Imagine that with Divine Song. No, there are Lost Arts in 2 that gives everyone max CP. Yeah, I remember the Lost Arts in Cold Steel 2, but again, I thought they were very underwhelming for the most part. There were a few good ones, absolutely, but for the most part, they were all not great. And I think so far, I would say they're worse in this game. But they actually attach stats onto the Lost Arts in this game, which makes them actually really good as long as they fit your particular character's playstyle. So that's really cool. Like, one of them gives 10% evasion. I was like, heck yeah. It's daylight now, but nothing seems out of the ordinary. Do we have any readings on the radar? None detected. No one seems to be pursuing us at the moment. We haven't picked up any abnormal mobilizations from any of the military divisions either. Looks like Dad came through for us. The Imperial Defense Force might still be on our tail, but it's a relief to know it won't get worse than that. We've got good weather and clear visibility, plus our mana engine's purring as nicely as ever. But I guess I'd be purring too if I had my own angel to give me some tender tinkering. Well, the ship was in pretty good shape already, actually. This is my first time working with a mana engine, but I'll try my best to manage. That's some baton you're passing on, Bars. Still, I'm sure she'll figure it out somehow. The mana engine's kind of a black box though, huh? Yes, its core is actually an artifact known as the Heavenly Chariot. But the rest of the ship was made by the Foundation, so an expert technician will still be of great help to us. Well, you're looking at her. Ida was trained by two of Epstein's three disciples themselves, Professor Russell and Professor Schmidt. True, but I wouldn't expect anything as great as them from me just yet. Guess the ship's staffing problem's just about taken care of now. But our situation hasn't changed. If anything, it's only getting worse. Indeed, and it isn't just the military whose minds are being polluted. It's spreading among the civilians as well. As a result, more and more conscriptees are being deployed to the front lines. I expect my own disappearance won't be made public for the time being. To divert everyone's focus toward the war, right? If the people found out their princess had vanished without a trace, it only served to distract them. Things will only escalate if Dad and his troops are thrown into the mix, leading ultimately to Operation Jormungand, spearheaded by my brother and General Van Dyke. Their preparations should be nearly complete, but so should the countermeasures against it, correct? Right. There's still that plan of yours, Operation Mil Mirage. Yes, its arrangements have been progressing steadily with every mission we complete. Securing the release of Tita and Her Highness was one of its key aims, in fact. Me too? Holding a Liberlian citizen hostage would make for a pretty effective check against the kingdom. But what does that have to do with this counter-operation of yours? Enough with this putting on airs. Are you quoting Patrick right now? Out with it already. Now, all will be revealed in due time. We have our own objectives to prioritize at the moment. After all, we still have no lead on Elise's whereabouts. That's true. We can just leave her alone. She's fine. Nobody cares about Elise. Reen's sister, huh? Can't imagine he'd let that stand. You'd think she would have stuck with the princess. Alas, we were separated when they seized us at St. Estrella, so I can't imagine that she was subject to any harsh treatment given her relation to Reen. We're gonna find her no matter what it takes. And I'm continuing our patrol, and continuing our patrols is the best way for us to do so. Right. I'll send whatever intel we got in over to the terminal for you. Right. St. Ark Cathedral. Augusta. They're just gonna let us go back to St. Ark? Languedoc. And Old Lemaire Road. Phantom Thief B. Oh, I missed that one. He helped us back in Crossbell, but... what, he turned back to a life of crime the second he stepped foot in Erebonia or something? This is an enforcer we're talking about here. Still, it does feel a little odd. That aside, look at this one, it's from Celestin. It would seem he is safe, despite his previously being unaccounted for. Both requests seem urgent. We had some... Anyways. Best we check them out sooner rather than later. Alright, let's get moving then. By the way, instructor, it's my turn to be your little arm piece this time around. Just the two of us alone with nothing for company but our racing hearts. And 4 other people. If only I'd brought my Orbital staff with me. You better watch yourself out there, Reem. And I mean really, watch yourself. I was already planning on it. Anyway, I'll be on board for the time being, so feel free to give me a holler if you need a hand. Same goes for me. I'll help, however I can. Thanks. Hey, we did get another, whatchamacallit. Now I'm starting to think like, maybe we'll get another road down there too. My goodness. My goodness. Alrighty. We got the main squad with us. I think... Wow, Tita has a lot of damage on her. A ton of strength. Am I gonna have to bring Tita? Am I gonna have to bring Tita? Let's bring Tita. And, 132. Diwali's not the quickest in our party, but I'm sure if I gave her some feed items, she would be pretty insane. He's also got a good chunk of evasion. I guess we'll just continue with Ash. I haven't really been using Ash. But, it's whatever, I guess. Let's see. Clutching and build ring like Le Guin. Basically make him overpowered. Situation has changed in those cities. You'll be able to progress the story once you complete one of the two. Some bonding points, the weapons. You say his dress. Oh, somebody wants to do battle. I can catch up on we'll call it on the chat here in a second. Once we go into this battle. Nothing like a nice hot drink to calm you down. Glad you like it. Hey, Elisa, Angelica, taking some time out for a cup of tea? A cup of tea? Yeah, I figured it'd be hard for her to visit the lounge given how she's supposed to be piloting the ship. What is going on with your hair? We can't rely on the autopilot too heavily either. But on the bright side, I feel more relaxed now, now that I have in a long time. I'm so pumped now, I think I can pull off some real acrobatic maneuvers. Please don't. Yeah, that's just asking for trouble. Magic Masters. Yep, let's play. Let's play. Stop talking to me, let's play. Okay, so we picked up some new cards. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Bard this time around. And I am going to put a Tarbis in here. Question is how will I put this Tarbis in here? I don't want to get rid of any of my 1-drops. I've been saving these to remove Seal. Maybe I just get rid of you. Plus, having more water dudes helps with my Uptide that I'm using now. We'll see how that works. Ah, you're running Spirit.
Game on!
Yikes. Gave Muse a lost art. She did half the boss's health. My goodness. I certainly haven't been that lucky. But then again, I also haven't been trying a ton of lost arts. Okay. This complicates things a little bit. So, allows the target to act again. Right. It allows the target to attack basically twice. Do I care about that this round? I feel like I need to play some stuff here. And I need to take some damage. I think I can get away with it. Starts off with 5 mana though. You could play a 4 mana guy and then have it act again and deal 10 damage to me, which would be rough times. But let's pretend that's not a possibility. I want to grab this on my Bard, but I guess I won't be able to do that either. Okay, that's fine. We have a Fife Null coming up. We're gonna move here. Gonna lock you out. We'll do that so that we don't lose our dude up there. We need him. Ooh, hello there. Okay, we can kill it. It's going to be a little expensive. Do I want to do the 2 damage? Not really in any danger of dying. Oh, sure. Lisa's gotten nerfed. She was the best art user in 1 to 3. Even she automatically revives at full health if she dies. You could give that ability to anybody, though. I did notice that she did have the most art, whatchamacallit. No, deal 4. It wouldn't be enough. I'm going to be taking a ton of damage on the return here. But we're going to have to do some shenanigans. That's all there is to it. Oh, I didn't lock down. Crap. Crap, I didn't lock down the master. Well, this changes things. Changes things a lot. Alright, you're not going to do good against that. We're actually in a lot of trouble here. That will do 2, that will do 3. And that will do 2. We are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. I'd rather heal than lose this guy. Problem is, I have no damage. I could try to lock him down, but if I fail... Ooh, if I lock him down, then I can kill him and not really lose anything. I like that plan here. I don't know why I did that. Burp derp. We're going to do that just because it's the safer option. And we're going to summon one of these guys because that is also the safer option. And you have an attack, but you can't do anything. But we'll just do it just to do it. Duvali is really good. I don't know if I like Duvali. I think she seems okay. Okay, so we want to keep our water or our earth dudes. But who's the sacrifice? Looking like you're the sacrifice. Except you don't do any damage to that guy. We're doing work here. No one else that can do anything. Can't cast anything. Don't know why You're telling me why I want to end my turn. Oh, crap. Am I dead? Not dead. Okay. So we've got 7, 8, 9. We have enough damage to do this.
One more time.
That was a close one. Alright, I think that was that red card. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got Laura and Tawa and Altina for hearts. Also Alphen. We'll probably do Alphens. How many bonding points do we have? We have 4. So, looking like Kurt, Tawa, Alphen. I don't know who's going to be the final one. We'll probably get one more, which means that maybe Laura and Altina will get a shot, but maybe I'll choose Machias. Maybe I'll just skip those 3, you know? Maybe. Who in here? Machias. You have a star. Sorry about all this. Would you stop apologizing? You know what happened. Oh, it's nothing. I just grazed my arm a little during training. I don't think it's anything that needs to be looked at, though. It's just the kind of negligence that will leave you with a nasty scar. Now show me the wound and let's get it cleaned. Thanks, really. Wow, Diwali really knows her stuff when it comes to taking care of others. There, clean and wrapped. That wasn't so bad, was it? Thanks again. This was so nice of you. That reminds me, I've got to give you something, Instructor Rean. This is the ID for Ellie's Palm Party account. We thought you should have this so you could help test the connection we'll be using to share intel with Lloyd and the SSS. Plus, you can play the game too if you want. Oh, cool, thanks. Great. Still haven't been able to beat the other guy. Although I haven't tried in a while. I'll give you that. So you're on the deck. Let's see here. I want to potentially purchase things first. Alright, y'all go on talk. I just want to talk to you, Tita. Hey everyone. See you're all set up in the workshop now, huh, Tita? Yep, I wanted to pay you back for all the help you've given me. I'll make any modifications to your orbments you might need. It'll be just like when we worked together on your field exercises. Hey, don't take on too much at once. Remember, you gotta do maintenance on the engines too. No sweat. I'm just getting started. That's great, just don't push yourself too hard. Well, you two really get each other. Though I guess it makes sense after all the intense battles you two have gone through together. Yeah, well, I get the feeling we could have avoided a lot of those battles if Tita here didn't charge right in without thinking so much. What about all the times you were too much of a hothead to go back down from a fight? Okay, I guess we're both as bad as each other. But I figure that's part of why we make such a great team. Yeah, you're right. Ooh la la, isn't that sweet? I think someone's got a little crush. Yeah, I can feel myself getting bashful just watching them. She gonna say it? I'll help. Thanks.
Yes! soon. Yes.
Wow. I think I'm a little disappointed. Ooh, that gives ATS too. Cool. This could actually be kind of strong, now that I'm thinking about it. Getting like 400, that's basically another heal. And in the right fight, that could be quite interesting.
Come back soon. Yes, come back soon.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind
help.
of... Oh!
Come back soon. Yes, come back soon. Yes.
I heard it. Y'all heard it too. Stuff is getting expensive. Sure, we'll buy this for you. You're gonna force your way into the party at some point here, I already know.
Come back soon. I'll help.
So they kept that, but they didn't keep thanks. Alright, I see how it is. Thanks. Alright, Listerine. We want our casters. Get this boot. Probably some interesting... Ooh, Albion Wolf. I can afford it. Mine 3 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Apparently I already have one. Alright. Definitely want an Albion Wolf. Love to get another Impede 3. I want all of my frontliners to have Impede 3. Let's see here. Evade 3. We do need eventually another one of those. We're gonna buy a Holy Breath. Apparently we don't have one. I know we have a rare one. Everyone's special slots were upgraded except for yours. We'll do that. And that one. That one's going to take a while. There's a couple of things there that I want. And yours.
Come back soon. Yes.
Gravestone.
Come back soon.
Is there anything else I want to do here? I don't think so. We might not need this anymore. I mean, it's probably still useful, but like we might be able to move on to something else. What that something else is, I haven't decided yet. Who has, Swordbreaker? You have Swordbreaker. We're not even using you. Give you a Swordbreaker. Well, now. Alright, and you... And we want to give it to you. Let's get rid of Dragonbane. It has been kind of nice to have that, but it's just a silly thing. Recuria is very important for you. I bought that holy whatever, and I can't get rid of this. You're just gonna be hot garbage. Yeah, Brigid. What gives the most speed? I saw a 5, there's another 5. This is 6. Give you Zephyr. Her speed is not great. You're not going to be casting too many spells. Ira is a little blah. She has 34th. Oh, that's why she has so much strength. I thought she was going to be running around with her little cannon. No, she's going to be running around with her little mech thing. I underestimated her. Hades. 10% chance to instant KO. Pretty good. Also, what the heck am I giving to you? There's like nothing. Give you freeze too, I guess. You know what? Since she has so much HP, actually, give her the holy breath. Okay. Okay. So we have a lot of bonding events to go through. A lot. Well, let's get a couple of them out of the way. What's with the flowers and suitcase, Your Highness? Well, I'm gonna go visit Olivert's grave. Whoa. I'm just preparing myself is all. I was wondering if we could make a stop by Ulster once the opportunity allows. I see Prince Olivert's childhood hometown. A state funeral for the victims has already been performed in Heimdallar. The remains, however, were completely incinerated. Though the grave itself is quite extravagant, it's actually empty. No matter how I thought about it, I just couldn't picture my brother's soul lying to rest there. I'd just like to go back to his old home just once to lay some flowers there. Your Highness. Well, it's just a personal whim of mine, really. We can talk more about it when the time is right. I should instead be thinking of what kind of contributions I can make for the ship, shouldn't I? Remember, I'm a member of the crew before I'm a princess. Don't hesitate to assign me my fair share of the work. Prince Oliver's childhood home, huh? Maybe I should pay my respects too. If you're up for it, Your Highness, I could have Valimar take us there. I'd like to go pay my respects to Prince Oliver as well. Green. Would really appreciate that. Thank you. Rin and Alphen took Valimar to a remote region of Everbonia. They went down to Ulster, taking care not to be conspicuous. We made it. Sorry for making you carry so much, Rin. Oh no, I'm glad I could help. And it's not really that so much to carry, I assure you. I think I can tell what this is just by the weight of it. Is it like a picnic? I mean, that and what she was talking with Sandy about earlier. Oh, we didn't talk to Sandy. This is where the Lenheim household was. This is where Oliver was born and raised, on a playground where he spent most of his days. I'd been wanting to make a visit, but it burned down before I could. You know, those of us in Class 7 actually did stop by back during the Civil War. Una and the others told me about it. That lightning struck it a few months ago. Could that have been some kind of omen? Anyway, I'd like to offer some flowers and pay our respects. See, this monument it's... Something the matter? Oh, someone's laid out a rose already. They must have had the same idea and got here before us. I think I know who. I'm gonna guess Sherazard, but I have no idea. That black ribbon is used by the Arnor house in times of mourning. It must have been Cedric. Oh. What exactly is going through his mind? There's this, but what happened with the Crimson Wings in the first place? He thinks he has a right to mourn Oliver. But I suppose the same could be said about me, Your Highness. I asked Emma and Celine about the rivalries, Rin. If you do wind up facing off against Cedric, if you feel any pity or sympathy for him, you must bury it, even if it's a matter of life or death, Your Highness. Rin, you've always been so gentle by nature. To be honest, if you do end up fighting Cedric, I worry that your kindness could cause you to hesitate, to prevent him from doing any more damage than he already has. Princess Alphen, I'm afraid I can't allow myself to do that. When it comes to Prince Cedric, I have Kurt to consider as well. But I have to think about you, too. I'm not under the illusion that everything going forward will be anything but complicated. This is Prince Cedric that we're talking about, your twin brother and the person closest to you in a lot of ways, Your Highness. What happens with the rivalries is not set in stone. I think that the best thing is for you to think about what you yourself would like to do. Once I know how I can help, I'll do anything and everything in my power to do so. Rin. I still have a lot to figure out. With things as they are, I think that Elise would just laugh. But it's true, with father out of commission and with mother being held captive, I must face Cedric in place of Oliver. Even simply as his only sister, I will think over matters carefully. I won't run away from this. That sounds like a good idea to me, Your Highness. Prince Cedric also offered flowers here. I think that act conveys a certain sentiment. Thanks, Rin. Alright, I actually had something I wanted to do here. You know that case I've been making you lug around? Oh my gosh. I was almost sure that it was a lute. Is it? Yes, it is. A most beloved souvenir from Oliver's travels to Liberl. I've actually been taking the odd lesson here and there lately. I just might be able to hash my way through a song or two. According to Sandy, the mayor is out at the moment, but we're not pressed for time. Well, that's good. The whole situation with the mayor sure is strange. Valimar's on standby, so I can't see a reason why we need to hurry. I would be honored if you would play for me, Your Highness. I'm a little nervous, okay? Deep breath, and... I can barely hear it, if at all. Irene. I was able to play it better earlier, I really was. Maybe the size is throwing me off. It really can make a big difference. I think this particular lute is a little big for most women. That was Amber Amour, right? Would you mind if I play a little too? Actually, I think I heard about that before from Elise. Played at the Academy Festival 2 years ago, right? You were at the after party, weren't you? That's right. My dad gave me lessons growing up. It's a pretty famous song, so maybe we can make our way through it. I'm not singing that. Y'all can sing that. I'm gonna get some water. That E's falling off on the store where gas goes. I almost read that. Although reading it wouldn't be so bad. I'm not a singer. Just because I did musical theater doesn't make me a singer. That was lovely, Reen. Really lovely. You might even be better than Oliver. Thanks, but given how often he played this lute, I'd be surprised if that were the case. Hearing the song again really takes me back, though. I used to listen to it a lot when I was little. It seems that Ariel really loved it. I feel like we've encountered somebody named that, or heard that name before. The song is how she expressed her feelings when she refused Father's marriage proposal back when he was the crown prince. I really feel like I can imagine her performance from Olivert's eyes. I see. I think Prince Olivert himself may have told me this before. Looks like Olivert was filled with the same sentiment. I get the feeling that the basic ideas and emotions we have as people don't really change much from generation to generation. Mine as well. Huh? I think that we'll be finding out Elise's whereabouts sooner rather than later. You're gonna find her, Reen. Find her and bring her back. I think that fate has set this course. When someone is kind enough to assert that, it does make you focus in and face what lies ahead of you. That's exactly what I intend to do as well. This isn't the time to be reserved, right here in this situation. I'm sure that Olivert would be in total agreement if he were here, though my thoughts regarding Cedric here are less clear.
Reen, I'm in love with you.
Everybody's in love with Reen.
I have been ever since the day you rescued me. 2 years ago, on the Pantagruel. You may see me as nothing more than your sister's dearest friend, the Imperial Princess under whom you serve. But all I truly am deep down is a girl whose heart longs for you.
Sorry, Alvin. My heart belongs to another. I think that your lovely performance charmed this out of me, Reen. And you don't need to give me an answer or anything, okay? I just wanted to share how I feel about you. I think that a lot of things might change for you when Elise is back. And once the real battle begins, I don't think that there will be any chances like this. Highness. Should we be heading back to the ship then? Well, we still need to determine where Elise is. I actually think that I might be able to help Tawa out. I'm probably not going to do the second heart for anyone but Sarah. Just in case that the second heart is what triggers everything. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of worried about just doing the first hearts. You know, I said Elisa would be the backup girl. Maybe Tawa could be the backup girl. I feel like Kurtz is gonna be the best one. So do Tawas. Irene, nice work earlier. Only because of you guys, Tawa. Great job gathering all that information. By the way, what's that 0 file on the screen, or O file? Well, you see, Elisa brought some data over to the Merkaba. They appear to be files that she got from Ren, that girl from the Burrow. Ours? Ren, you mean Tita's friend, right? The former enforcer. What kind of data did she give you? Or something? Well, remember about a month ago when the Liberl and Crossbell teams infiltrated Orcus Tower together? Apparently, they acquired some top-secret files full of confidential information. And it might have some detailed records on exactly what happened in Heimdallar back then. Right, not to mention information on past incidents. Information that's not so well known. Problem is, the files are protected. They're not going to be easy to analyze. So the idea came up of dividing the files between us to be decoded individually. That makes sense. All that information would definitely be a huge help to us and all our allies. I thought the same, that's why I decided to pitch in. I'm working on one of the files right now. It seemed like one I might be able to parse. I see. Files are all encrypted. The more shovels at work, the better, I imagine. Mind if I try and help, Tawa? There's enough computers for the both of us. Things should go faster if we divvy up the work. You don't have to do that, Reen. I know how busy you must be. I'll find the time to. Do everything on your own? That's a bad habit you're going to have to kick. I know a thing or two about using a computer. Just tell me which part I should work on. Oh, Reen, you're the last person I want lecturing me about taking too much on. Still, I really would appreciate the help. Go ahead and take a seat. Configurations complete. Initializing automated analysis. Thanks, Reen. I'm all done setting up on my end, too. Now to integrate the tasks. Then we'll start auto-logging the analysis results. Maybe I should go grab us something to drink. AKA, let me go, I've had enough working on this. Let me take a break. You can do all the rest of the work. There, all that's left to do now is to wait until it finishes up. Nice work there, Tawa. Here, I got this for you. Coffee. Not a killer? When did you... Wait, is that Coca? Coco? I think it's Coco. Coca? Anyways, help yourself. I know it's a favorite of yours. Your treat then, huh? Thanks, Reen. You got black coffee for yourself, though. That's no fun. Sorry, I'm not really one for sugary drinks. This feels like it did back in school, sitting around in the student council room. You guys helping me out. Helping me out. Me lending you a hand in return. Looks like it happened all over again. I really am glad you're alright, though. Aw, Reen, thanks. Still, we have a whole mountain's worth of problems left to get through. We still don't know where Elise is, or the rest of the Academy personnel at that. Sure, Angie is back, but George and Crow, no matter how cheerful he acts, he's still Awa. Okay, I'll stop. I'd be in for a real hair ruffling if Crow heard me whining like this. And I'm sure Angie would just take that as a challenge to start rubbing herself against me. I think that might end up happening anyway. You're telling me those two are just the same as ever, aren't they? I bet George is too, somewhere, way deep down. Oh, I think it's done. Now we just have to check the logs. I'll help. Let's split it up. Working together, Tao and Reen finished piecing together the fragments of the secret document. The resulting information regarded an incident from around 17 years ago. Though unrelated to the present situation, it was nevertheless a startling and unexpected development. Speaking of information, Class 7 has not talked to Reen about those shrines that we went to. When is that going to happen? What's this about? It's some previously unknown information about an airship incident from 17 years ago. The one with the international ship that ran between Crossbell and Haliask, up in Northumbria. There was a problem with the orbital engine. Everyone on board died in the resulting crash. But the truth is, this was no accident. It was an attack, one resulting from a secret battle between the Erebonian and Calvardian intelligence divisions. Most of the passengers were Crossbellan citizens, with the state having become independent 2 years prior. But there were also a few Erebonian citizens aboard as well. I see, like your parents. They were on their way home from attending an academic conference as political science and economics specialists, right? Right. I was pretty young then, though my memories of it are very faint. My grandfather told me the conference was about seeking out possible methods of economic revitalization for Northumbria, Awa. And of course, the people of Crossbell were livid, but they were never paid any real mind compared to the major powers whose squabble they'd gotten caught up in. Like I'm only now getting a real sense of just how outrageous all of this was. Tawa. Each of these events of the past is invariably chained to the situation we found ourselves in today. That goes for this incident and for Hummel too. Sure, the Empire's curse may be the underlying cause, but that cause is nothing without people to act upon it. That's why we can't afford to look away. We have to face what lies ahead of us. You're right, Tawa. But even so,
Thanks so much for your help, Reen. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now then, let's get all this analysis data sent over to the other teams.
Yeah, let's. Guess I should let her be for the time being. Still, if this keeps up. Okay. You didn't express her love for me. That's one of Sarah didn't, but Sarah did, but she didn't, you know. It was one of those things. I'm gonna save. Like I said, I'm a little paranoid after what happened at the beginning of the stream today. Alright, Kurt, you're the last one. Have I challenged you to a duel yet? I don't remember. Not too bad if I say so myself. Doing some practice, I see. Your movements there felt really natural. Yeah, it surprised even me, to be honest. But I guess it's to be expected after having crossed swords with Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. Being able to hold my ground against one of Mueller's sworn friends was a big moment for me. I can imagine. Looks like we'll have to thank the Lieutenant Colonel in general for that sometime. Definitely, but maybe not quite yet. I imagine Prince Cedric is also steadily improving his skills. Maybe I should start searching for that thing Uncle Zex told me about. General Zex told him to look for something. I wonder what it could be. This thing your uncle wants you to search for, I assume there must be some big story behind it. I'd like to know more if you wouldn't mind. It might prove useful to us later on. Sure, instructor, I don't mind. Would you be willing to accompany me somewhere in that case? We can talk more about it on the way. Kurt briefed Reen on the item he was looking for, and the two headed out to their destination. What are we doing in Rocco? You think this is the sword you're looking for? It must be. It matches the description. Roland Vander was the renowned swordsman who founded the Vander School. This is one of the two legendary swords he wielded during the War of the Lions. No kidding, Roland Vander really was an incredible swordsman, known for taking up arms with a young Drycles himself 250 years ago. So this is the sword your ancestor used, huh? Indeed, his left-handed short sword, to be precise. It's been missing since the war. My uncle reached out to me from the naval fortress. They apparently received word about a sword matching the description recently. You may be able to discover the essence of what it means to be a sword of protection through the blades that once belonged to Roland. That was the top secret communication he went out of his way to send the Merkaba. I think I understand. It didn't show up during the last Civil War. It showed up now when you're struggling to grow as a swordsman. Even other people would probably consider it fate. I admit, I'm more than a little self-conscious that I may be unworthy of such an honor. Even so, this is the sword my family has spent generations searching for. As a Vander, I must retrieve it. Alright, let's sort things out with the store owner. That guy ain't gonna let it go for free. Oh, we are losing it. Thanks to their friendship with Ash, the store owner, Mick and Rowe, gave them a special price. They got it polished at the weapon workshop and then took it out to give it a test run. You know who the smartest person in the Trails games is? Father Kevin. After all, look at his character. He is shady and knows a lot. Shady man Father Kevin is. Kevin is he's an interesting guy, although after Trails in the Sky the Third, I don't know if I would call him that intelligent, but he definitely is a smart guy. So this is the sword Roland Vander once used. How do you like it? The weight and balance are perfect. It almost feels like it was made for me. Of course, I'm a dual wielder. I'll need another of these if I'm going to make full use of it. What? What's going on? My head. It's like there's something surging into it. Kurt. Drycles, my lord, and dearest friend, I hereby pledge myself to your cause. I will not leave your side until you accomplish your goal. I swear it on my blades. And if the power should prove too much for you, I will do whatever it takes to bring you back to your senses. Even if it costs me my life, I will watch over you and the Empire. What was that? A memory stored within the sword, maybe? No. Maybe it would be more accurate to call it an echo of its owner's consciousness. In other words, you just caught a glimpse of Roland Vander's past. That was Roland? Unbelievable. The man himself fell during the War of the Lions, but it looks like a part of his spirit remained in the sword to watch over Emperor Drycles. It was probably able to resonate with us by using our connection as awakeners and secondary contractors. I see. Piece of Roland's soul, huh? I never thought I'd get to feel connected to my ancestor in such a manner. I can't let him outdo me. As a Vander, I owe it to my family and myself to overcome this trial. I'll open Prince Cedric's eyes to the truth, just like Roland would have done for Drycles. With you as my witness, I swear it upon this blade. Inspiring words, Kurt. I'll be counting on you. So if we do another bonding event with him, will we get the other sword? Kurt decided to keep hold of the sword until its partner could be found. That's the second bonding event that I've done where we find a piece of something, and we need to go out and find another piece. Just don't remember who the first person was for that. Is it Elisa? I don't remember. But that's curious. It was very curious. Alright, well, it is 9 o'clock. I have to use that time. So we're going to save, we're going to mark, and then we're going to move on to some questing.